Krishna are Sobhritya. Krishna is the only Ishwar, Parameshwar, controller. All others are his servants. Jar jaiche nachar se teiche kare nritya. All are dancing according to the will of Krishna, isn't it? Are not you dancing? Not he dancing? Everything you dancing. Jar jaiche nachar teiche kare nritya, isn't it? Therefore, in all Vedic scriptures, this has been said. And that Krishna came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. He also teaches the same thing. Which Krishna himself teaches, because he came as a bhakta, bhaktavatar. He gave instruction, he taught. Sanatana Goswami, Krishnera Swarupa Vicharo Suna Sanatana Krishnera Swarupa Vicharo Suna Sanatana Adya Jnana Tattva Brode Mahaprabhu tells Sanatana Goswami, Krishnera Swarupa Vichar Suna Sanatana Adya Jnana Tattva Braja Brajendra Nandam. For Sanatana, the Adya Jnana Tattva absolute truth is Brajendra Nandam. Nanda Nandan, son of Nanda Maharaj. Do you understand? Sarva Adi Sarva Anse Kishore Shekhara is the source of all emanations, source of all incarnations. He is Adi, he is the original Purusha. That Brahma Gita says, Anadi Radir Govinda Karam. Ishvara Param Krishna. He is Adi. He is the origin of everything, but he has no origin. Anadi. Do you understand? Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navajovanam. You see? That Brahma Samhita says. Adyam Purana Purusham. He is the oldest person, but always fresh, young, male. You see? Navajo. Always. Never gets old. Chidananda. Your metal body, I will get one. You understand? Adyam Purana Purusham Navajovam. That's it. Chidananda Deho. Kishore Shekhar. Always Kishore. 10, 12 years. Old boy. Chidananda Deho. Sarvasra. Sarveshwar. Swam Bhagavan Krishna. Govinda Paranam. Another name is Govinda. Sarveshwar Japurnadar Golaka Nitya Dham. Is supremely opulent. All opulence belongs to him. You understand? And Nitya Dham, eternal Dham is Golok. Golokunda. You understand? That Krishna himself teaches. It's Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Oh, Sanatana Goswami. You understand? And also, he says, Sarvadharman Paritejya Mamikam Saranam Vrata. Give up all other religions, just surrender unto me. Because he Sarvasraya also takes shelter at his lotus feet. You understand? Krishna ichhamato kriya amar prayas. Krishna sansara ami achi chirodas. Krishna ichhamato kriya amar prayas. I am eternally his servant. What shall you do? What shall I do? You do. We do. What Krishna desires. Because nobody can surpass his desire. Krishna ichhamato kriya amar prayas. Krishna karta, Krishna ki ichha matra baravati. You understand? Krishna ichha matra baravati. His will is the supreme, most powerful will. And he is the door. Krishna karta. Are you door? Are you? Nobody can do anything unless he sanctions. Krishna karta, Krishna ichha matra balavati. Krishna jeho ichha tahi kuribo. Nijo ichha anusare kichu na chinti. Whatever Krishna wills, I will do. I will never think of according to my will. Nijo ichha anusare kichu na chinti. No. Because that will never be fulfilled unless Krishna sanctions. You understand? This is said. Krishna's will is supreme. That Madhanava says. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, also we find Adhisthana Tatha Karta, Karancha, Pruthak Vidha, Vividhata Pruthak Chesta, then Daivang eva atra pancham. You understand that verse? Adhishthanam tatha karta karanancha prithak buddha prithak vidha vividha chesta. These are four things. Daivang eva atra pancham. Fifth factor is Daivam. Bhagavad. You understand? Do you know this verse? This is a famous verse in Bhagavad Gita. Adhisthana tatha karta karancha pruthak vidha vividha chesta. This all will fail. You are working, you are a worker, isn't it? Your field of activity is very nice, so favorable. Nice. Adhisthana, karta. You are an expert worker. You understand? Field of activity is nice, an expert worker. Adhisthana karta, karanam pruthak vidha. Your means of work, implementation, they are nice. You understand? Vividha chesta. You are trying in various ways. Expert planning things. Everything. Very good, nice expert. But Daivang evatra pancham. Fifth factor is Daivam. Parameshwar, Bhagavan. Unless he sanctions, these are all futile. You cannot do anything. It's all fail. And it is a fact. It so happens. So also depend on mercy, supreme will of Krishna. That Mardana Pasya.
जय श्री प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय श्री गुरुदेव की जय समवेत वंदन जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
Can you raise your hand? Cannot raise your hand. You understand? If Krishna wills, the blade of grass will be as powerful as a thunderbolt. You understand? If Krishna wills, powerful thunderbolt will be as instinctive as blade of grass. Isn't it? Supreme will. Krishna is Amatrabha, supreme. That's it. Demigods. Hiranyakashipu got fooled by Brahma. Wonderful. Not die either in day or in night. Never die by any living entity. Man, demon, demigod, you see. Any living. Never die in the sky, in the land, in the water. Never die inside the room or outside the room. You see? Such a boon, roundabout way. Immortal. No death. But he died. You see? He died. Nrsimhadev came out. Not a human being, not a demigod, not an animal. Wonderful. Half lion, half man. Siratanko no courage. No weapon. Pointed, very. Never. Just left. And then Lord Nrsimha told Brahma, "You Brahma, you should not give such a boon anymore to anybody." Just Hare Krishna.
Certainly not.
All think themselves that we are intelligent. We think to be very intelligent, he thinks. Hariman thinks very intelligent. I am more intelligent than Krishna. Dharam dhanushi sandhaya, saram dhanushi sandhaya, muhurte abhijitishwaraha, dadaha tena durvedya, haravartha tripuro nrupaha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. My dear King Yudhishthir, the most powerful Lord Shiva joined the arrows to his bow, and at noon he set fire to all three residences of the demons and thus destroyed them. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Seated in their airplanes in the sky, the inhabitants of the high planetary systems beat many kettle drums. The demigods, saints, pitas, siddhas, and various great personalities showered flowers on the head of Lord Shiva, wishing him all victory, and the apsaras began to chant and dance with great pleasure. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. O King Yudhishthir, thus Lord Shiva is known as Tripurari, the annihilator of the three dwellings of the demons, because he burnt these dwellings to ashes. Being worshipped by the demigods headed by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva returned to his own abode. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Lord Krishna appeared as human being, ate, he performed many uncommon and wonderful pastimes by his own potency. how can I say more about his activities than what has already been said by great saintly persons? Everyone can be purified by his activities simply by hearing about them from the right source. Gita and all the Vedic literatures fully explain that the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna appears in human society as an ordinary human being but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by the illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything, Vasudeva Sarvam Iti. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If people take this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose, the 7th canto, 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad entitled Prahlad, the best among exalted devotees. This. This here, especially Bhagavad Gita, revered spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj, in his purport, spoken about Bhagavad Gita. Do you understand? And he says, the Bhagavad Gita and all Vedic literatures fully explain that Supreme Personal Godhead Krishna appears in human society as an ordinary human being but acts very uncommonly for the well-being of the entire world. One should not be influenced by illusory energy and think Lord Krishna to be an ordinary human being. Avadananti mangudha. Gita says that. Manusintanvasam param bhavadananta mama bhuta maheswaram. Those who really seek the absolute truth come to the understanding that Krishna is everything, Vasudevam Sarvam. Such great souls are very rare. Nonetheless, if one studies the entire Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna is very easy to understand. The Krishna consciousness movement is just trying to make Krishna known all over the world as the Supreme Personal Godhead, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. If people take this movement seriously, their lives as human beings will be successful. And simply by hearing about everyone can be purified. Simply by hearing about them the transcendental activities, pastimes of Krishna from the right source. You understand? And in Bhagavad Gita, that has been said, Evam Parampara Praptam. This Parampara system is most important. And we see that nowadays, these people don't know. Even more very learned scholars, pandits, efficient persons, they don't know about this parampara, sampradaya. You understand? They don't know. But this pure parampara system is the glory of this Sanatana Arya Dharma. What is parampara? What is sampradaya? What is sampradaya?
Disciplic succession.
Disciplic succession, yes. The Sat-upadesh, Sadupadesh, the instruction, Vedic instructions that come through the disciplic succession. You understand? And this process is known as sampradaya. You understand? Huh? Sampradaya means that it is such a process that completely speaks about that supreme truth, Param Satya. That is sampradaya. You understand? Samyak pradhana sampradaya. Sanskrit word. Completely gives this knowledge about absolute truth. That's sampradaya. You understand? And it is eternal. You understand? The sampradaya system is eternal. And Krishna, Supreme Personal Godhead Krishna, said that thing in 4th chapter, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In course of time, some sampradaya have come and lost. But Krishna again establishes new sampradaya. The sampradaya begins from him, from Krishna. And the root of this sampradaya is Krishna, and from Krishna, Lord Brahma gets this Gyan, Ved Gyan. Therefore, Pitama Brahma is Adi Pravartak. You understand? Original, number one, first personality of this sampradaya. It is said. We will find there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. First 6 chapters speak about what? Karma. Yes. Then next 6 chapters speak about bhakti. Then last 6 chapters speak about jnana. You understand? So bhakti is in middle. Karma and jnana. Bhakti is in the middle. You understand? Though this karma, this jnana, everything is spoken here. Still, the latest and the conclusion, you understand, is bhakti. You understand? This bhakti tattva is very, very confidential tattva, good tattva. And it nourishes both karma and jnana. Therefore it is in the middle of karma and jnana. And Visuddha Bhakti, pure devotion, is the ultimate instruction of Gita, an ultimate purpose of Gita. You understand? Therefore the latest, the concluding remark of Gita, Sarvadharman Paritejya Mamikam Saranam Braja. That means the Saranapati, surrender at the lotus feet of Krishna, is the most confidential instruction in Gita. We find at first Arjuna was unwilling to fight, isn't it? But after hearing the instructions, his Gita Vani from the lips of Krishna, the Supreme Personality Godhead, his delusion vanished. And he prepared himself to fight and fought. You understand? Then he fought. Do you understand? He accepted fighting. First he was denied. We say, Arjuna was a Kshatriya. You understand? Kshatriya's Swadharma, natural dharma, is fighting. And it is said in typical word, the specific word is adhikar. You understand? Adhikar, right. English we say right. Kshatriya has the right. Fight. Brahmana has the right. Just Vedic study. Preaching. Like that. It's adhikar. But this adhikar is not the ultimate purpose of Gita. Gita teaches one thing. This Gita is the instruction for conditioned souls. You understand? The conditioned souls are conditioned by Maya, illusory energy. There are three modes of nature: Sattvic, Rasic and Tamasic. Sattva, Raja, Tamaha. You understand? And according to these modes of nature, one of the modes may be predominating in some certain individual. You understand? And that individual, that person will act according to that mode of nature. Prakriti to nijokhyati. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this thing. You are Kshatriya, Rajaguna is predominating in you. So, you must fight. That is the natural. Is Swadharma, natural way of that Rajaguna. Do you understand? So this is the Shobha. Shobhavastu pravartati. It is stated. Shobha. This is your nature. Fighting is your nature. Rajaguna is predominating in you. This Shobha. So, we will find, according to these modes of material nature, different people have different nature. You understand? And this nature, this Swabhav, according to that Swabhav or nature, that person's adhikar, right, is sorted. You understand? So, Gita gives instruction that according to one's nature or adhikar, one should act. But at the same time, he should inquire about Paratattva, Supreme Absolute Truth. You understand? So karmana tangabhyarcha siddhi bindati manava. Last 18th chapter, last part, portion of Gita, Krishna said this thing. So karmana tangabhyarcha siddhi bindati manava. Through your own occupation, dharma, according to your swabhav, according to your nature, according to your right, adhikar, you must act. You must earn your livelihood. You understand? But through it, you must inquire about Paratattva, Supreme Absolute Truth. That's your duty. And that's the duty of every human being, to inquire about this Paratattva. And Bhagavatam has also said that thing. Jivasya tattva jigyasa narthadasceha karma bhi. Bhagavatam says. This human being, that is the duty of human being, that he must inquire about this tattva. Tattva jigyasa. And we find that this Gita Shastra is the essence of all Vedic literature, Upanishads. Those who don't understand this and get this knowledge through bona fide authority, accepting a bona fide Guru, coming on bona fide parampara, they may be great learned scholars, they may have acquired much knowledge in different shastras, may be eloquent speakers, many pandits are there. But if they don't know this bhakti tattva, this is the confidential instruction here in Bhagavad Gita, they are just like asses carrying burden. You understand? Carrying the load of the shastras. They are carrying the load of shastra like asses. So it is said that shastra gorduvata. That means they are like asses, only carrying the load of shastras. They don't know the real essence, tattva of this Bhagavad Gita, which is the essence of all shastras, all Vedic literatures. You understand? And this is unfortunate that nowadays we find many commentaries have been written on Bhagavad Gita. But mostly we find they are written by this Brahmavadis, Mayavadis. And Vishuddha Bhagavad Shakti, Bhagavad Bhakti Sambhata Tika, such written by Vaishnavas, is very rare. Shankar Bhasya Gita is there, Anandagiri Tika Gita is there. These are all Brahmavad Purna, Mayavad Purna, Bhasya. Siddha Swami Tika is there. You understand? Commentary of Siddha Swami and Bhagavad Gita is there, also there. Siddha Swami is a Vaishnava Acharya. Mahaprabhu has accepted Siddha Swami as Guru. He is a best commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam, Siddha Swami. So that's Siddha Swami Tika. He is not filled with Brahmavada, but there is touch of this is Suddhadvaitavad in Siddha Swami's commentary. Madhusudan Saraswati has written a commentary on Bhagavad Gita. He is a Vaishnava. He has, the Madhusudan Saraswati has expressed in his commentary about the Suddha Bhakti, said about the Suddha Bhakti, nourishing Bhakti. But at the concluding remarks, we find in that commentary that it is not as beneficial as we find in the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. You understand? Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself and came and get the sublime tattva, chinta, bheda, bheda tattva that unite this four acharyas philosophy, Madhva philosophy, Ramanuja philosophy, Vishnu Swami philosophy and Nimbarkacharya's philosophy. You understand? So this is, those who, the acharyas, those who come in this succession, Gauranga, succession coming from Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they write commentary on Gita, giving Suddha Bhakti Tattva.
pure Bhakti Tattva. And therefore we find this Vishwanath Chakraborty, Thakur's Tika commentary is considered to be very good. It is known as Rasikarunyan Tika. You understand? And also Bhagavad Bhushan has written a commentary, Gita Bhashya. There is some difference, though there is no difference at all, because both of them are Vaishnavacharyas. Still, Vishwanath Chakraborty Thakur's Tika is considered very pleasing, Prichira Sapurna. And it's appreciated by one and all. And it's well circulated. And all pay respect to that commentary. Because this Vishwanath Chakraborty's language is very simple and the Sanskrit is also very explanatory, not difficult to understand. We find all the saints, munis, rishis, sometime if they put all the Vedas, they'll take a weighing machine, you see, it's to, what do you say? Scales. In one scope, they will put the whole, all Vedas in one scope. And in another scope, they will put Mahabharata. You understand? And who is more heavy? Sorry? Who will become more heavy? Heavier. All Vedas in one side and all Mahabharata in another side. Mahabharata will be heavier. You understand? Mahabharata will be heavier. Because there are two things in Mahabharata. It's like gems. Very valuable gem. Ratna. What are they? Do you know? Yes? Srimad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranam. You understand? These two jewels. Very valuable jewels are there in Mahabharata. Therefore, it weighs heavier than for Vedas. You understand? So this is about the only thing I have to say.
You understand? Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu has said this thing. Pitam jena dasadastanyam, nitam parthasaratham,
Spitam Sadguna Bundesara.
song. Don't know?
I don't understand, sir.
Sing, S-I-N-G, sing,
Sing song.
song, S-U-N-G. Yes, yes. Who has been sung? In Gita Shastra. Krishna. Pitajenam dasavastanyam nitam parthasaratyam spitam sadguna brindestatra gitam paratattvam. You understand? That Krishna who has sucked the breast of Jasoda Mata and who has become Parthasarathi, charioteer of Partha, Krishna, in battle of Kurukshetra, who is unlimitedly full with all transcendental qualities. That Krishna has been sung in this Gita Shastra. Isn't it? Ajnana niradhi rupaiti jaya vishesh vishosam bhakti parapi bhajate pariposamucchai tattvam parang spurati durgamam apyadasram sadgunya bhrutswarachitam pranamami Gita. You understand? I pay obeisance to that Gita Shastra. If someone gets knowledge, it's like sun. You understand? As a fulgent as sun. Then, through that sun's heat, the Ajnana Sagar, the ocean of nations will be dried up. Isn't it? And this para bhakti will be more and more increased. And that paratattva, which is very, very difficult to know, understand, Durgeya, will be very easily understood. You understand? And that Gita Shastra compiled or spoken by Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I pay my obeisances to that Gita Shastra. Do you understand? Shastra Krupa, Grantha Krupa. You understand? As sadhus have Krupa. Similar, Shastra has Krupa. Isn't it? Shastra Krupa. Because the Shastra is not different from Krishna. Gita or Bhagavatam not different from Krishna. This is Krishna's Krupa, Shastra Krupa. You understand? One must pray for that Krupa. Then you will be able to understand. Otherwise you cannot understand. In Mahabharata we will see, we will find, before the beginning of this Kurukshetra battle, Vasudev told that blind king, Dhritarashtra, you want to see the battle of Kurukshetra? He had no eyes, he is blind. From very birth, you see Janmanda. Vasudev said, I can endow you, give you eye. I have power. Right vision, I can give you. Sitting in your room, you can see what happens there, in this battlefield. You understand? Battle between Pandavas, sons of Pandu, and your sons. Do you want? He said, no, I don't want. I don't want to see this killing of my sons or Pandu sons or whoever many. I don't want to see all these things. Kshatriya Baddha, the killing of the Kshatriyas, I don't want to see. You understand? That Vasudev was offering such, was prepared to give in vision, but he denied. And then only heard about that fighting from Sanjay. You understand? And this is mentioned in Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, this Bhishma Parva, and in that Bhishma Parva section, from 25th chapter to 42nd chapter, this 18th chapter, Gita. You understand? That's Gita. And Krishna's friend Arjuna listens, the Srota, the hearer, and Krishna himself is Bhakta, speaker. You understand? Kimanni Shastra Vistari. If you can understand Gita in Tattva, the essence of all Vedas, Upanishads, there is no necessity of studying other Shastras. You understand? Everything is given here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And it is said that what is said in Bhagavad Gita precisely, only 700 verses are there. And everything has been said here. And the same thing has been said in Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 verses, very elaborately. You understand? Here it is said precisely, there it is said elaborately. Something. You understand? So first one must read this Bhagavad Gita, understand, then next is Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam says, the Mahaprabhu's statement, Srimad Bhagavatam pramanam malam prema pumorthamaha Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu matamidam tatra avarama. This prem tattva is, prem bhakti tattva is said. given there in Srimad Bhagavatam. And this Prem Bhakti Tattva is also in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Isn't it? Do you find it? Huh? Where it is?
Sarvadharma Prityaja.
Sarvadharman paritejya mamekam saranam braja. In this instruction, the concluding remark, it is there. Unless one develops your praying towards Krishna, cannot surrender. You understand? And Sarvadharma, give up all religions. It includes all religion. That means even Veda Dharma, Kula Dharma, Jati Dharma, Murjada Dharma. You see? It includes everything. One should give up everything and surrender. As gopis did. Gopis. Dham Vrindavan is also similarly worshipped. So this praying, and that what did that gopis do? They gave up everything. They gave up their husband, their family, everything. Dead of night they ran. They used to run jungles of Vrindavan, carrying the sweet cloth of Krishna, you see. How they broke everything, all barriers. Even Marjada Marga, Marjada Dharma, all bondage. Very difficult to break. You see, Durjaya Gruha Sunkhala. Durjaya Gruha Sunkhala. This Gruha Sunkhala, the family bondage, very difficult to break. Still they broke. This is praying. You understand? And that pain is there. Unless one develops such praying, we cannot surrender. Complete surrender. You understand? Because there will be condition of surrendering, not complete surrender, pure surrender. That prema is there. Therefore, this Uddhava asked for the dust of the lotus feet of gopis. Huh? Why? Why he asked? So, they have developed such prema towards Krishna. Asamaha charana renu jusamahansam vrindavani kimapi gurma ladu sadhinam jagustadya sodana arja pathancha hitva bhejur mukunda padavi sruti bhirmurgyam. You understand? That is straight. Sruti bhirmurgyam. Therefore Uddhav asked her dust from the lotus feet. Asamaha charana renu jusamahansam vrindavani kimapi gurmam latu sadhinam jagustadya sodana arja pathancha hitva bhejur mukunda padavi sruti bhirmurgyam. You understand? What they have not done, these gopis. Shruti, they have broken up all Vedic regulations, all ties and bondage. It's very difficult to break. Such love, such a pure devotion they have developed. You understand? If I can get the dust from their lotus feet, my life will be successful. But if I beg, please give me some dust, they won't give me. Will they? Gopis won't give me. So if I'll become here grass or herb in this Vrindavan, then I'll be able to get it. You understand? Then I will be able to get it. Therefore he aspired Uddhava to become grass and herb in the jungle of Vrindavan to get the lotus, dust from lotus feet of gopis. Unless one gets that dust from the feet of gopis, one can develop such prayer. Understand? That will be there. in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, completely surrender. Yes, your question, 6 philosophies or darshan. तादे छय दर्शन हईते तत्व नहीं जानी महाजन जई को सी सत्य मानी चैतन्य चरितामृत से 6 philosophy सर्व दर्शन जैमिन्यादि मीमांसक गण the philosophy of Jaimini, philosophy of Kapila, Nirishwara, of theistic Kapila, and philosophy Gautama, Kanada, then philosophy of Ashtavakradi, Maharaja, then philosophy of Patanjali, the Raju. Do you understand? Then philosophy of Vyasdev. This 6 famous philosophers, 6 famous philosophies. Sadarshan. Jaimini, philosopher headed by Jaimini, they say that Ishvara is one of the limbs of karma. Do you understand? They have discarded bhakti. Do you understand? The original purport, a confidential purport of Veda is bhakti. They have discarded it. And they say, Stavokradi, Maharaja. They say this Nirvishesha Brahma, impersonal Brahman, is the cause of this manifestation. Then 5th one is Patanjali. Rajyog is headed by Patanjali. This Patanjali has written one Yoga Shastra. This is Ashtanga Yoga. Patanjali is Ashtanga Yoga. Yoga Shastra, they are speculators. They only speculate, and in his Yoga Shastra, he speaks his speculative God, speaks about his speculative God as Swarup Tattva. Do you understand? His God is born out of his speculation. You understand? He has never accepted this confidential truth of Vedas, that only that of the tattva, absolute truth, can be understood through bhakti. He has never said that thing. You understand? He has just manufactured a speculative process. Dhyan dharana samadhi, like that. This is Patanjali. All these philosophers have discarded this Swami Bhagavad, Krishna, and all of them are quarreling among themselves, trying to establish their own philosophy. And therefore it is said in Mahabharata, Tarko Pratistha Sutaya Vibhinna Nasa Vrisivasya Madana Bhinnam Dharmasya Tattva Nihita Guhaya Mahajana Jena Tata Sapantha. Rishti Maharaj says. All these philosophers and their philosophies, all these philosophers are logicians, Tarkic. And their philosophy is based on their own manufactured logic, speculative logic. If this thing will go on, then the truth spoken by Vedas, spoken through Vedas, will be many, many-fold. You understand? But Krishna says, Sarvecha Vedya Angeva Vidya. In all Vedas I am to be known. You understand? And that is only one truth, the supreme truth, Krishna, and is known only through bhakti. So if you take to this logics, the logician's logic and philosophy, then it will become manifold. Tarka pratishtha. So you cannot establish this truth by logic, by logician's logic or their own speculative philosophy. Rishti Maharaj says, Tarka pratishtha sutya vibhinna. Then Shruti Veda will be vibhinna, manifold. Dharma satattva nihita guhaya mahajana jena gataspandha. So those who are mahajana, sadhu mahajanas, bhaktas, they know the real truth of that dharma, param dharma. It is in their heart. So one should follow the footsteps of mahajana. Mahajana jena gataspandha. That is stated. So they have their own matas, opinions, their own philosophies. Then Vyasudev's philosophy, 6th one is Vyasudev's philosophy. Vyasudev compiled this Vedanta Sutra. Vyasudev is bona fide Acharya. So his philosophy is considered to be bona fide. And in his opinion, Sajdanandamaya Swarup, Akar, is not Nirakar Nirvishesh. Supreme truth is not Nirakar Nirvishesh. Is Sajdanandamaya Sakar, Brahma. And those impersonalists, they speak that Brahma Nirguna Nirakar. And in some places they also some say, all right, if that is Saguna, then it is Trigunamaya. Sattva, Raja, Tama, like the material modes. But Nirguna means Bhagavan is Nirguna. That means the Bhagavan, the Supreme Absolute Truth, has no material qualities. It has all transcendental qualities. The Nirguna, this word Nirguna means this thing. He has no material qualities, it's all transcendent qualities. And this word Nirakara means one who has no material form, material akara. It's a Sajdananda Vigraha, all spiritual, transcendental form. That's Nirakara. Therefore this word Nirguna and Nirakar is there in Vedas. But these philosophers, they cannot understand it. This tattva. This is Mahajana Jena Gataspandha. Therefore, all should follow the footsteps of bona fide Mahajanas, Bhakta Sadhus. Therefore, this parampara system comes. And it's the bona fide parampara. This is the theme of this Sardarshan. You understand? We never explain all these things. We only explain this Bhakti Tattva. Only for this, some reference, speak like this. Why shall we bother into it and just burden our thought process? Can understand this Bhakti Tattva by the mercy of a bona fide Bhakta or Vaishnava. You can very easily understand this Supreme Absolute Truth. Jad gantva na nivartante mrityu sansara vartvani. Now, if you can understand that supreme absolute truth, then there is nothing left aside to be known. You understand? Because he is supreme, he is completely full. Then Gita says that thing. Gyantavyam navasishyate. One verse is there like that in Bhagavad Gita. If you can understand this thing, then there is nothing left aside to be known. Isn't it? One verse is there in Bhagavad Gita. Gyantavyam navasishyate. If someone is fortunate enough, and if he understands this, as Arjuna understands, the supreme absolute truth, Krishna, then he knows everything. Nothing left aside for him to be known. You understand? That is that. And that absolute truth is only known through bhakti. Bhaktyahu ekaya grachya. No other way is there, means is there. Only through bhakti. And that is the Charam Upadesh, concluding instruction of all Vedic literatures. And the essence of all Vedic literature is Bhagavad Gita. You understand? We should understand who is the real Maharaja. Next question, please. Here a very short lecture on Maharaja. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam. 7th canto. Chapter 11. Text 3. Avipra dharma guhyam param vidu karuna sadhava santa tudvidharna kapre. Translation by Srila Maharaja Yudhishthira said, number 4, no one is superior to you in peaceful life and mercy, and no one knows better than you how to execute devotional service or how to become the best of the Brahmanas. Therefore you know all the principles of confidential religious life, and no one knows them better than you. Yudhishthira Maharaj knew that Narada Muni is the supreme spiritual master of human society, who can teach the path of spiritual liberation, leading to the understanding of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, it is for this purpose that Narada Muni compiled his Bhakti Sutra and gave directions in Narada Pancharatra. To learn about religious principles and the perfection of life, one must take instruction from the disciplic succession of Narada Muni. Our Krishna consciousness movement is directly in the line of Brahma Sampradaya. Narada Muni received instructions from Lord Brahma and in turn transmitted the instruction to Vyasdev. Vyasdev instructed his son Sukadeva Goswami, who spoke Srimad Bhagavatam. The Krishna consciousness movement is based on Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Because Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Sukadeva Goswami and Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Krishna, there is no difference between them. If we strictly follow the principle of disciplic succession, we are certainly on the right path of spiritual liberation or eternal engagement in devotional service. So, here It's Pancharatra. Narada Muni compiled his Bhakti Sutra and give directions in Narada Pancharatra. You understand? And there is also one Sandilya Muni who has compiled some Bhakti Sutra also. There is known as Sandilya Sutra. Sa Paranu Raktirishwari is Sandilya Sutra. Sa Paranu Raktirishwari. That means, Sandilya Sutra says, if someone develops another devotion, supreme devotion towards Ishvara or Supreme Lord, that is bhakti. The Sandilya Sutra says, Sa Paranu Raktirishwari. And Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami has said that thing. Anyabhrasta sunyam jnana karmadi anabrutam anukullena krishnanushranam bhakti uttama. You understand? That's uttama bhakti, that's Shuddha bhakti, pure devotion, and best type of devotion, uttama bhakti. That is no other desire. Jnani's desire and karmi's desire. Jnani's desire is mukti, karmi's desire is bhukti, enjoyment. And this mukti and bhukti are called two pisachis, two witches. You understand? They are known as two witches. Unless someone is free from these two witches, bhukti and mukti, one cannot develop pure devotion. Cannot tread this path of pure devotion. Therefore, this Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami said this thing. Namrhasta sunyam jnana karmadi anabruta anukullena kusnanusranam bhakti uttama. This anukullena, favorably one should serve Krishna. The service should be loving service, thereby Krishna will be pleased. Unless the service will be loving, or in other words, favorable to Krishna, then that type of bhakti or seva, service, cannot be considered as uttama bhakti. You understand? So Rupa Goswami says this thing. And also it says, Sarvapadi vidmuktam tatparatam nirmalam hrusikena hrusike sevanam bhakti uchyate. This is the definition of bhakti he gives. Srila Rupa Goswami. Sarvapadi vinirmuktam. One must be free from all material designations. Bodily designation, mental designation like that. And hrusikena hrusikesa sevanam. And one should serve Hrusikesh, master or controller of the mind and senses. Hrusikesh, one of the names of the Supreme Lord, through Hrusikesh, through one's senses. That means all the senses will be completely engaged for all time in the service of Krishna. Hrusikesh, that is bhakti. That means the senses will be spiritual or transcendental senses, not material senses. And Hrusikesh, who is transcendental, cannot be served through material senses. So, the senses here, Hrusika means senses. Senses here are prakruta indriya. You understand? Not material senses. This is transcendental, spiritual senses. And through such senses, that Hrusikesh will be served. And that type of service is known as bhakti. That is that. There is no tinge of this designation. Designation relating to body, relating to mind. It's free from all such designations. Because we are not body or mind, we are spirit souls. The soul is transcendental. A prakruta is not material. So bhakti, the service, is a prakruta. It's transcendental, it's not material. This means so. Then I'll say something on this Pancharatra. Regarding this Pancharatra, there are different opinions. Some say that is from Vaishnava Vidhan, is known as Nirukti. From Nirukti, we can see, this is mentioned there, that there are five rishis. Sandilya, Aupagayana, Munjayana, Kaushika, Bharadwaj. 5 rishis. You understand? And Narayana, Lord Narayana instructed or gave this knowledge, Vedic knowledge, to these 5 rishis. Each one he instructed for 1 ahoratra. Ahoratra means 24 hours, both day and night. You understand? To these 5 rishis, Narayana. And that instruction, that teaching, that knowledge is known as Pancharatra. Some say like that. And from that Nirukti, this dictionary, Vaishnava Vidhan, we could find such thing. It is mentioned there. Then the purpose of this Pancharatra teaching is Tattva, Vastura, Paratva, Buiha, Vibhava, Shubhava, Nirupak. You understand? These are typical words. Tattva, Vastura, Paratva. Vastu, Vastava, Shivadam, we say. That is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Which Vastu? You understand? And Vastu. Why? It's only Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is known as Vastu. Vastu Vastava Sivadam. That is in Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam says this thing. This Vastu Tattva Gyan, the knowledge relating to this Vastu Krishna, is Sivadam, is all auspicious. You understand? As also it is stated in first canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. Shranadang Sokdha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana. Vidasto Yabdrani Vidunoti Srutsada. Punya Sravana Kirtana. Punya means auspicious, all good, all beneficial, which cleanses the dirt accumulated in the heart. The hearing of Krishna Katha is punya. That's it. That tattva vastu is paratattva, is known as paratattva, supreme truth. And in Pancharatra, this has been mentioned, that vastu is parama, paratva is supreme. And it has its buiha. What do you say? Quadruple system, we have chaturbuha. Do you understand? It has its buha, he has his buha, he has his vibhava, opulence, and he has his swabhava, his nature, his transcendental nature, not material nature. And all these tattva jnanas are there in this Pancharatra Shastra. And that is the purpose of Pancharatra, to teach all these things. he said. Another opinion, Annamata. Abhigamana. Do you understand? 5 things it said. Abhigamana, Upadana, Ijya, Swadhyaya, Yoga. These 5. Abhigamana means typical words. Do you understand? Buddha case. Typical words. The Sanskrit words. Abhigamana. You should write down Abhigamana. Abhigamana means to cleanse the temple of the Lord. And sanskar kriya, purificatory ceremony like that. This is known as Abhigamana. Then Upadana. Upadana means to collect flowers, gandha, scents like that. The paraphernalia for worshipping the Lord. That known as Upadana. Then Ijya. Ijya means worship of Lord Vishnu. Then Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means mantra japa. And Yoga. Yoga means Totrapat, Nam Sankirtan, and the Shastras relating to Nam Sankirtan, Stotra, etc. to read. That is known as Yoga. Do you understand? These 5. Abhigamana, Upadana, Ijya, Swadhyaya, Yoga. These 5 is known as Pancha Kola. 5 kolas. The Shastra which deals with this Pancha Kola is known as Pancharatra. Do you understand? Some give this opinion. Do you understand? Buddha case. Yeah. And this is mentioned in Prasna Samhita. These 5 things is mentioned in Prasna Samhita. Do you understand? Then another interpretation is this, Pancha Ratra. Pancha means destroyer. Ratra means nascence or jnana. You understand? So Pancha Ratra means that Shastra which destroys ajnana, nascence, ignorance. This one definition. You understand? Buddha case. It's Pancha Ratra. And according to Narada Pancha Ratra, the Ratra means knowledge, transcendental knowledge, jnana. You understand? And that jnana is 5 types. First and second are sattvic jnana. You understand? Paratattva jnana, that means paratattva jnana, and the jnana which gives Shuddha Mukti, pure Mukti. That is sattvic jnana, first and second. And third one is Shuddha Krishna Bhakti Prada. That jnana which gives pure Krishna Bhakti. This is third one. And fourth one is Rajasic jnana. Rajasic means passionate, what do you say? You understand? It's Rajasic jnana. And fifth one is Tamasic jnana. Jnana based on ignorance of the Tamasic. We say Tamasic, this is a specific word. And this is one opinion. This Panchavid jnana, 5 types of. So, this Panchavid jnana is Pancharatra. You understand? And this Pancharatra deals with Bhagavad Upasana. how to worship Krishna, the Bhagavan, like that. In Sankhya Shastra, Sankhya, you know, analytical study, you say, Sankhya Gyan. In Sankhya Shastra, there are different opinions. You understand? The Sankhyacharjas are, many Sankhyacharjas are there, and they have given different opinions. And in that Sankhya Shastra, you cannot find clear instruction regarding this spirit supreme personality of Godhead. Not clear instruction is there. Rather, some confusion is there. They are confusing. But Pancaratra, in Pancaratra Shastra you find clear instruction. And this knowledge, this Pancaratra Gyan, directly has come from Supreme Lord. So what Supreme Lord says, one should accept, all should accept. And that is bona fide. Supreme Lord is supreme authority. In some of Sankhya Shastra, if we find this, in some descriptions are there that Narayana, Lord Narayana is the Supreme Lord, still there is no clear-cut mention. Some confusion is there. They have only shown only one side, Ek Desh Darshan, only one side of Supreme Lord. And they have not discussed elaborately about it, this Tattva, Para Tattva. And those who have compiled this Sankhya Shastra, they are of two types, Kinchijogya and Sarvogya. They are of two types, Kinchijogya and Sarvogya. And those who under this Kinchijogya category, they have only shown one side of that Paratattva. And they have not shown other side. But those who are Sarvogya, those who are under Sarvogya category, they have shown that Daiva Prakriti, you understand, the spiritual nature is known as Daiva Prakriti, controls the jivas. It is their philosophy like that. So, accordingly they have compiled their Shastra. But in Pancaratra Shastra, it's a clear-cut mention about the supremacy of the Supreme Lord Narayana. As Shankaracharya has not accepted this thing, this Pancaratra Vichar. Shankaracharya has not accepted Pancaratra Vichar. He tried to find out some mistakes in it. Shankaracharya. He raised some objections. First objection, Shankaracharya, first objection is that in this Pancharatra Vichar, there is guna-guni bhav. Difficult to explain in English. Guna-guni bhav. Guna-guni. Guna means quality. Guni means one who has guna is guni. There is difference between guna-guni bhav. This is one objection. This Shankaracharya's objection, first objection. Do you understand? Huh? This difficult to explain in English. Second thing, that Shankaracharya says that in this Shastra, Pancharatra Shastra, there is blasphemy of Veda. He says, Veda Ninda. And third objection he raises, that this Shastra says the Shankar son has come out from Vasudeva. You understand? Which is quite impossible. These three objections he raised, Shankaracharya. But Vaishnava Acharyas, they defeat these objections. They say, the Vaishnava Acharyas say, as Shakti Shaktiman Ohino. Do you understand? Shakti Shaktiman. Potency and potent. Non-different. Abhina Tattva. This Abhina Tattva. Therefore, Bhagavan and his qualities are also non-different. How there will be difference between guna and guni? So Shankaracharya's objection is not correct. Third thing, Pancharatra Shastra has never blasphemed Veda. Rather, Pancharatra Shastra has given most confidential Veda Tattva. You understand? They say. Smriti, Purana, Pancharatra. Smriti, Purana and Pancharatra, all these Shastras, they give the most confidential instructions of Veda. Rather, from Vedartha, this Puranartha has come to explain Veda nicely, in a very easy way, to be understandable by less intelligent persons like women, Brahmabandhus. Puranas are compiled. And their Puranas are none different from Veda. They are also Vedas. Pancham Veda is also known as Pancham Veda. Fifth Veda. Yes, in Bhagavatam it is mentioned also. So Narada Purana also gives this opinion, that from Vedartha this Puranartha has come. It is not different from Veda. Third one, that Vasudeva, Paramatma, Vasudeva, Paramatma, and is Sankarshan. The Sankarshan, they say, the expansion of Baladev, from Baladev comes this Purushavatas, three Purushavatas, Kanadasai Vishnu, Garbhadasai Vishnu and Khirabdisai Vishnu. When this question of creation of this material world comes, this Purushavatas come. And so then jivas come out You understand? From that Vishnu. When he glances, Karanandaksai Vishnu glances over material nature, she is impregnated, so this manifestation comes out. So this is an expansion of Sankarshan. This all come out from Sankarshan. So this is Sankarshan, they say, as a tattva. Sankarshan tattva. So that objection raised by Shankaracharya, that the manifestation of Sankarshan from Vasudeva is impossible, is condemned here. Sankarshan tattva means this material manifestation. The Vaishnava commentators, they give this argument. And Madhacharya and other acharyas also, they have accepted this. Yes, this is all right. And even Lord even that Vasudev also shown this thing, that Pancharatrika Prakriya. This Pancharatra Shastra is authoritative. Sudha Pramana. And Mahabharata also, there is mention of Pancharatra. And those who follow this Pancharatra system, they are known as Pancharatrika. And in Mahabharata is mentioned that all Pancharatra, followers of Pancharatra, they directly approach Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Mahabharata is mentioned that.